Good evening, Raiders Nation. This is Silver and Black Tonight, coming to you live from the heart of the Las Vegas Strip, where the lights are still shining bright, but the mood inside Allegiant Stadium is anything but after another primetime gut punch. I'm your host, and folks, Monday night hurt. Dallas rolled into the Death Star and left with a 33-16 victory that felt more like 53-6 once you watched the tape. The defense fought like Mad Max. Crosby possessed every single one of them. But the offense? The offense looked like it was trying to operate on dial-up internet in 2025. And now the entire football world is screaming the same four words: just run the ball. Yeah, we've all seen the tweets, the memes, the Troy Aikman soundbites on loop. 4 first-half rushes. 4. Rookie running back Ashton Jeanty, the Boise State phenom who ran angry enough to make Marcus Allen proud, got exactly 2 carries before halftime. Fans are furious, analysts are baffled, and half of Raiders Twitter is ready to storm the facility with playbooks from 1976. Give it to Jeanty 30 times and let's go home. Sounds simple, right? Sounds old-school Raiders, right? Pound the rock, control the clock, keep Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, and now Bo Nix watching from the sideline. If only it were that cute. Let's slow it down and talk like adults for a second, because pretending the fix is just hand it to the rookie more is the laziest take in a season already drowning in lazy takes. Start here. You don't establish the run when your offensive line is being held together with rookie contracts, veteran hope, and whatever's left of the training table tape. We're talking DJ Glaze at right tackle, Cody Whitehair and Jordan Meredith rotating at guard on a short week, and Andre James doing his best impression of a traffic cone against Micah Parsons. Dallas wasn't just winning at the line of scrimmage, they were hosting a block party in our backfield. Max Crosby is out there chasing quarterbacks like a man late for his own wedding, and meanwhile our quarterbacks, Aiden O'Connell, Desmond Ridder, whoever's up this week, are running for their lives before they even finish their drop. Troy Aikman said it live on the broadcast: "I don't understand why they're not running the football." And Troy wasn't wrong to be confused. But listen to the very next thing he said, the part everybody conveniently clipped out. Of course, it's hard to run the football when you're getting beat up front. There it is. That's the truth bomb nobody wants to retweet. This isn't Madden 25 where you slide the run commitment bar to 100 and watch the yards pile up. You can call HB dive 50 times in a row, but if there's a free rusher in the A-gap before the back even gets the handoff, all you're doing is punishing Ashton Jeanty and shortening his career. Remember what happened to Josh Jacobs the last couple years here. Great back, terrible blocking, career-high bruise count. We're about to do the same thing to a rookie who's supposed to be the next cornerstone of this franchise. Let's look at the numbers, because they're brutal. Through 11 games, the Raiders ranked dead last in yards before contact per rush, dead last. That means even when we do hand the ball off, our backs are getting met in the backfield more than any team in football. Pro Football Focus has our run blocking grade sitting at 29th. 29th. We're giving up pressure on over 40% of dropbacks, one of the worst marks in the league. So when fans scream, "Why don't we run more?" the real answer is, because we literally cannot. Not successfully, anyway. And that's where this conversation gets uncomfortable, because the follow-up question nobody wants to ask is, okay, if we can't run the ball, what exactly can we do? Quick passes. Sure, when Brock Bowers is open underneath and the quarterback has time to throw it to him, which is roughly once every 7 dropbacks. Deep shots to Davante Adams and Jacoby Myers? Beautiful when they connect, but you need longer than 2.1 seconds to let those routes develop. Play action. Hilarious. You need a credible run threat for play action to work, and right now defenses are playing us like we've never seen a running play in our lives. Chip Kelly came in with all that Oregon tempo, RPOs, and gadget magic, but you can't run any of that when the guy snapping you the ball is getting blown up before the mesh point. Pete Carroll's fingerprints are supposed to be on this thing, but it looks more like somebody smudged the playbook and handed it in anyway. There's no rhythm, no identity, no cohesion. We're not a pick-your-poison offense where every poison tastes like defeat. Imagine walking into the locker room after the game. Picture Max Crosby, sweat still dripping, eyes bloodshot from effort, pulling a reporter close and saying, "Bro, we're out there selling out, getting turnovers, getting the crowd electric, and then we go 3 and out in 48 seconds. Again. It's exhausting, man. We need help up front. Bad." Or Davante Adams, as diplomatic as ever, but you can hear the edge. We have the skill, guys. We have the scheme on paper. But football games are won and always will be decided in the trenches. Until that changes, it's the same story. Because here's the cold reality, Raiders Nation. Ashton Janty could be the second coming of Jim Brown, Adrian Peterson, and LaDainian Tomlinson combined. Hand him the ball 40 times next week, and the result is still going to look disturbingly similar if nobody's blocking for him. We saw it with Zamir White last year. We saw it with Jacobs before that. Great backs, terrible results, because the guys in front of them couldn't move anybody. This organization has to stop pretending that schematic tweaks and play-calling adjustments are going to fix what is fundamentally a roster construction issue. You want balance? Build a line that can actually impose its will. You want to run the football like the glory days, like when Art Shell and Gene Upshaw were mauling people, or Steve Wisniewski and Lincoln Kennedy were opening highways for Napoleon Kaufman, then draft, sign, and develop the monsters up front. You want a true identity again? It starts with being able to line up and say, we're gonna run it down your throat whether you like it or not, and then actually do it. Until then, just run the ball isn't a solution. It's a fantasy. A romantic, silver and black tinted fantasy that belongs next to the Holy Grail and the Immaculate Reception in the Museum of Things that sound great but don't work in real life. The good news? This fanbase has been through worse. We survived the Jamicus Russell era. We survived Lane Kiffin, survived the Tucker Bowl, survived 2-14. We are the same Raiders nation that watched John Madden and Al Davis build 3 Super Bowl champions on the backs of dominant lines and an unbreakable will. The commitment to excellence isn't dead, it's just waiting for the organization to remember what it actually commit. So yeah, the offense is a mess right now. But the fix isn't 30 carries for Janty. The fix is building an actual football team that deserves to wear the silver and black. Next man up. Next game up. The schedule doesn't get easier, but neither does this fanbase. Get to the stadium early this Sunday. Make the Death Star shake. Because no matter how dark it looks tonight, we still bleed silver and black. And we still believe, just win, baby. This is Silver and Black tonight. We'll see you after the next one. Stay faithful, Raiders Nation.